Can we have V-fib, precordial thump?
It was December 27th, 2008. 52-year-old police officer Ken Kirby was putting away Christmas decorations when he experienced severe chest and arm pain. His wife Tina called 911 and an emergency crew rushed Ken to Oconee Medical Center in Seneca, South Carolina. Emergency room physician Edwin Leap was waiting with his team.
Mr. Kirby, can you hear me?
As Ken was being treated for pain, he had a massive heart attack.
He has heart rhythms that are inconsistent with life.
Continue CPR. Check pulse.
And he gets shocked, and he gets shocked repeatedly.
Clear. Shock.
Between shocks, he's getting CPR, he's getting resuscitation drugs, he's getting epinephrine or adrenaline, he's getting lidocaine for the heart rhythm, he's getting magnesium. We give him the thrombolytic drugs, he remains in cardiac arrest. And this goes on and on and on with, I think, I counted 11 episodes of defibrillation.
Charge. Clear. And shock.
Tina was by her husband's side until he went into cardiac arrest, and she was asked to leave.
I'm taken back out of the room into a hallway that is filled with 50-plus people. Pastor, church family, family, my children, and everybody starts gathering around, and we start praying. And I mean, we're praying.
We're not getting pulses. And so in the process of this, this looks grim. People don't survive heart attacks with this prolonged resuscitation because he's not getting oxygen to his heart, he's not getting adequate oxygen to his brain, he's not getting adequate oxygen to his kidneys.
Dr. Leap told Tina that Ken probably wouldn't survive. Tina was devastated by the news, especially since she and Ken had been arguing for days.
And I'm looking at Dr. Leap, and I'm looking at my pastor, who is right there with me, and I'm going, okay, how do I tell him I'm sorry now? I don't get to take any of that back. He's gone. And I'm begging and I'm pleading. And I'm looking in the face of my two children thinking, okay, they've just lost their daddy. You know, nothing will ever be the same.
So during the resuscitation, we're working and we're not getting anywhere. And Tina's already been in. She's crying. The whole family's been in and out. And I look around the staff and I said, we just need to pray about this. Now, there was no moment when we all dropped to our knees. There was no moment when we stopped doing anything. But I know in my heart that they did. Because there's some great folks in that room, and they did. They may have whispered one prayer, they may have been praying the whole time. I did. I don't know. I don't know what they did. I know I prayed, but we just continued to work.
Continue CPR.
Over 45 minutes passed, and Ken still didn't have a pulse. Then finally,
I've got a pulse.
He has a pulse. We go back in, and we take the bedside ultrasound and look, and he has some cardiac activity. He's got a little squeeze there, a little pump. Not a lot. His blood pressure's low, but he's got something.
I believe that that was the moment that all those prayers out in the waiting room, God just went, okay, and he just reached down and touched.
Dr. Leap and his team did everything they could before sending Ken to a Greenville area hospital for emergency surgery.
Ken was as stable as we could get him. He goes to Greenville, and we all, we're happy that we had some success, and we're thankful and we're excited, but we really, most of us have done this a long time. We're not holding out a lot of hope for a good outcome.
Family and friends continued to pray as surgeons worked for 3 hours to remove a blockage in Ken's heart. Afterward, the only thing to do was wait. Then,
I remember waking up in a different hospital, actually a day and a half later, with my wife and both my kids coming into the room, and I just looked at them and said, hey, and not realizing what I had been through completely at that time.
This is a man who, the day before, had been cyanotic, bluish purple from the chest up, with a very long resuscitation, 45 minutes, something like that, of CPR, and he's up the next day talking. It's incredible. It's an incredible story.
Ken was released from the hospital in only 9 days and returned to duty much faster than expected. Dr. Leap, a Christian, loves to tell people about Ken's amazing story.
This is a person who, by all standard measures, should have died, and he didn't. And not only did he not die, not only did he physically survive, he mentally survived and was talking the next day. I can't imagine that this was anything other than divine intervention. Now, were we part of that because we prayed? I think we were. Were we part of that because we worked hard and believed that there was something happening here? Yeah.
Made me appreciate my husband. It truly did help me learn that there's a whole lot of things out there that we need to be concerned about, but we need to quit sweating the small stuff and to really appreciate our soulmates and our loves and our families and what God truly has given us.
I realize, and my family realizes, that without the prayers that were going on in that hospital for me at that day, I would not be standing here right now. I'm one of God's modern-day miracles.